at it. And these guys were saying, unbelievable, unbelievable. Do you believe this? South Korea, remember they came over from South Korea. They stopped North Korea, South Korea, the Olympics. And it started with the Olympics. When Chairman Kim said, we want to go to the Olympics, I said, yeah, that's nice. It's a big difference from the dialogue we were having, right? Slight, a slight. They want to go to the Olympics. And the Olympics would have been a massive failure, and it turned out to be a massive success. And President Moon of South Korea gives us the credit. They were not selling. People did not want to be nuked in a stadium as they watched the opening ceremonies. They didn't want to be watching the opening ceremonies and at the same time looking up at the skies. How long will this last? They were not exactly selling tickets. The minute that happened, and he said would like to be part of the Olympics out of nowhere. The minute that happened, the Olympics became a fantastic success. It was a great Olympics. It was a great Olympics. And we now have a good chemistry. We have a good chemistry, and I think it's going to work out. And it's a period of time. It takes a while. It takes a long time. Not easy. Not easy. They've been doing this for many, many decades. And not that easy, but they took down signs, anti-United States signs all over North Korea. They're down. They took them down. Anti-U.S. signs. Like I put up anti-media signs all over the place. You're worse than I am. These people. No, we just want honesty. We want a little fairness. We want a little fairness, right? We don't get very much of it. But, you know, it's sort of interesting. So we make the deal. And we signed a piece of paper. And it was a beautiful piece of paper. It said, we will denuke, we will this, we will that, we will get the remains back, we will do all of these things. A lot of things. We will not test. We will abandon our, they have an engine site for, these are not engines like for your car. These are engines for ballistic missiles. They're going to rip that down. So point after point after, but it starts off, first sentence, we will denuclearize North Korea. Okay. So you know what the fake news said? Donald Trump has suffered a humiliating defeat because I agreed to meet. His career in Hollywood is officially over. Did you see Jimmy Fallon? Jimmy Fallon. The guy screws up my hair. It's going back and forth. He was so disappointed to find out it was real. He couldn't believe it. Well, that's one of the great things I got. Everybody used to say my hair's phony. It's not my hair. I'm wearing a hairpiece. You know what anybody here wearing a hairpiece now? No? But the one thing, they never say that anymore because I've been caught in rainstorms. I've been caught in winds that are like 60 miles an hour getting off. If it's not your hair, don't run for office, folks. Don't run. Do not run for office because the gig would be up. So Jimmy Fallon apologized. He apologized for humanizing me. The poor guy, because now he's going to lose all of us. You know, now he's going to lose all of us. If somebody would open a talk show at night, because the guy on CBS is what a lowlife. What a lowlife. I mean, honestly, are these people funny? And I can laugh at myself. Frankly, if I couldn't, I'd be in big trouble. But there's no talent. They're not like talented people. Johnny Carson was talented. Some of these guys, no, seriously. I mean, this guy on CBS has no talent. Jimmy Kimmel would meet me before the election. I'm telling you, true story. I don't even think you'd deny it. No talent. But I'd go to a studio to do a shot, you know, to do a thing. He would stand outside on the sidewalk waiting for me. Oh, here he comes, Donald Trump. Oh, he opens my door. I said, does he do this to everybody, to his people? He does it for nobody. Now, who knows? Maybe that was just, but he's waiting for me. 2 or 3 times I did a show before this all. Now I wouldn't do a show. That guy's terrible. But I do a show, and he's standing out on Hollywood, whatever, Boulevard, and he's standing there, opening up the door, like going crazy. Oh, hello, hello. I wasn't president. I was like a guy, right? A guy with potential, right? With potential. And he's there. Here he is. Oh, sir, how are you? Hi. Oh, so thank you so much for doing it. And I always got higher ratings than other people, so that was always good. But Jimmy Fallon calls me up, and he's like a nice guy. He's lost. He looks like a lost soul, right? He gets out there, hey, hi, oh. But you know what? He's a nice guy. I agreed to do a show, and because I guess I was running at that time, I think I was running, he got tremendous ratings on that show. Killed everybody, right? He should be thankful. He shouldn't be upset and angry. When you apologize because you got somebody else that didn't go on the other shows, you know? So I go on the show, I agree, do whatever you want with my hair. Go ahead, let's go. And he did, and that was it. You walk off, like, what is it, a year and a half, 2 years later, he's now apologizing because he humanized me. And he really hurt himself. So I said, Jimmy, you called me up after the show, and you said, thank you for the incredible, you called them monster ratings. They were very big ratings. I said, thank you, Jimmy, that's very nice. I said, don't hurt yourself by apologizing. So I said to him today on social media, I said, Jimmy, be a man, just relax, just relax. It's incredible. But if somebody, instead of these guys, said, CBS, NBC, I made a fortune for NBC on The Apprentice. They treat me horribly. I think they're worse, actually, than CNN. I think NBC... And they wanted to renew my contract. They wanted to renew my contract, and they were doing everything. They had... The top man at Comcast came up to see me in my office with a whole group of people. Please, please renew your contract for The Apprentice. I said, that's what I knew I was going to run, because I turned it down. You know, it's a primetime show, doing well, 14 seasons, did great. Hey, Arnold Schwarzenegger, big movie star, took my place. It bombed in about 2 shows. It was over. It actually bombed in 1 show. It was so bad, they didn't believe it, so they let it go a little bit longer. So, and the one who knew it was my wife, She said, you know, she's very smart. She said, you know there's nobody that can take your place, don't you? I said, thank you, darling, I appreciate it. How smart is that? Now, I don't know if she believes it, but she said, there is nobody that can take your place. He will not be successful. I said, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He will not be successful. There is nobody, darling, that can take your place. How smart is she? How smart, right? How smart. And she has got a great style.